Welcome back to the channel, collectors and coin enthusiasts. LA Coins World. Today we're exploring an everyday coin that might be hiding in your spare change but has an interesting story collectors love to talk about. We're diving into the 1971 D Washington quarter, where it came from, how much it's really worth in today's market, and what makes certain examples more valuable than others. If you've ever wondered whether a quarter from the 1970s can be worth big money, you're in the right place. Introduction to the SOIN. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington on the 200th anniversary of his birth. Designed by John Flanagan, this iconic coin features Washington's portrait on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. The series went into regular circulation for decades and today remains one of the most collected U.S. coins. In 1971, the Denver Mint struck over 258 million Washington quarters with the D Mint mark just to the right of Washington's neck. Because so many were produced, most 1971 D quarters were spent and circulated as everyday change. The large mintage makes this coin one that most collectors consider common. Circulated examples today are typically only worth face value or a small premium above it. Coineralvalues. Now let's talk about value. If you find a 1971 D quarter that shows signs of wear from circulation, chances are it's only worth its face value of 25 cents or slightly more. Coins that were never spent and have that fresh mint look can be worth much more. It's all about condition. A high-grade uncirculated 1971 D quarter can fetch prices that range from a few dollars up to several $1,000s at auction. For example, coins graded MS-67 and MS-68 by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC have sold for several $1,000s each because they are so well preserved and hard to find in that condition. One MS-68 example sold for around $4,500 in auction history, and top-tier coins are dramatically rarer than circulated pieces. Coino plus one, the $1 million question. You might have heard about 1971 D quarters worth $1.8 million or other huge figures. Here's the truth. Standard 1971 D Washington quarters, even in perfect condition, do not have verified sales at such extreme prices in reputable numismatic records. The highest grade examples of this coin bring thousands, not millions. The reason for this enormous difference is simple. Huge auction prices like millions typically involve coins with exceptional rarity or historical significance far beyond this issue. The 1971 D quarter was made in large numbers and isn't rare in the traditional numismatic sense. Coino plus one, factors that affect value. So what drives the value of a 1971 D quarter at auction? Condition is the biggest factor. Coins that show no wear and retain original mint luster are graded higher and attract strong interest from collectors. A coin graded MS-65 or MS-66 might sell for tens of dollars. A coin graded MS-67 or MS-68, where details are razor-sharp and surfaces nearly flawless, can sell for thousands. Coino errors and varieties can also add value. These are coins that were struck incorrectly at the mint and have unusual features. Examples include double dies where letters or design elements appear doubled, off-center misaligned strikes, clipped planchets, or other visible irregularities. Error coins often interest specialized collectors and can sell for more than regular examples in similar condition. However, even these error coins from 1971 are generally coveted by a niche audience and do not normally approach seven-figure prices. WestAlabamaWatchman.com. How to check your SOIN. If you think you might have a valuable 1971 D quarter, here's what to do. First, identify the mint mark on the front of the coin near the date. The D indicates Denver. Look at the overall condition and check for original shine and crisp details with no wear. If the surfaces are bright, sharp, and free of scratches or discoloration, you might have an uncirculated piece. For serious evaluation, consider sending the coin to a professional grading service. These companies will authenticate the coin, assign it a grade based on condition, and seal it in a protective holder. A high grade from a respected service can help you achieve the best price if you choose to sell. Coinocionclusion. In summary, the 1971 D Washington quarter is a coin with a rich history that millions of Americans used in everyday transactions. Most of these coins are common and worth face value or a small premium. But coins in exceptional condition and certain error varieties are genuinely collectible and can sell for thousands of dollars. While you won't typically see this coin selling for millions of dollars, authentic high-grade examples and rare varieties are still treasures for collectors. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Washington quarters, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting videos. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a coin you thought was valuable and what you discovered. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting. If you want a short version of the script or a thumbnail title and description text for YouTube to go with this video, just let me know. The Washington quarter dollar has been part of American history for generations, and today we are revealing the hidden story behind one of the most mysterious modern coins ever struck, the 1979 D Washington quarter. LA Coins World, this is a coin millions of people have held, spent, and ignored, yet under extremely rare circumstances, it has captured attention for values rumored as high as $1.4 million. The Washington quarter was first issued in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin quickly became a symbol of American pride. For decades, it was made of solid silver, but in 1965, the United States Mint transitioned to a copper and nickel-clad composition due to rising silver prices. By 1979, the Washington quarter was firmly established as everyday money, but that did not stop rare and valuable variations from slipping into circulation. The 1979 D Washington quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, identified by the D Mint mark on the front of the coin just beside Washington's ponytail. In that year, hundreds of millions of quarters were produced for commerce. Because of this high mintage, most 1979 D quarters are extremely common and worth only face value. However, history has shown that rarity is not always about how many coins were made. Sometimes rarity is about how many survived in perfect condition or how many were struck with unusual characteristics. Collectors today search intensely for 1979 D quarters with exceptional strike quality and flawless surfaces. Coins preserved in near-perfect or perfect mint state condition are already rare because quarters are heavily used in circulation. Only a tiny fraction of these coins avoided wear, scratches, and contact marks. When a coin reaches the highest grading levels, demand among collectors rises sharply. Beyond condition, the real excitement surrounding the 1979 D Washington quarter comes from mint errors. During the minting process, mistakes can occur that create coins unlike any others. These errors include double die strikes, off-center strikes, broad strikes, missing clad layers, wrong planchet errors, and coins struck multiple times. Such errors often go unnoticed for years, sometimes decades, before being discovered by collectors. In rare coin history, some of the most valuable coins were once ordinary pieces of pocket change. When a coin is discovered with a dramatic error and verified by a professional grading service, its value can multiply instantly. A unique error combined with perfect preservation creates the ultimate collector dream. This is where extreme valuations enter the conversation. The idea of a $1.4 million 1979 D Washington quarter comes from speculation surrounding a hypothetical one-of-a-kind error coin, perfectly preserved and unmatched by any other known example. In the rare coin market, uniqueness is everything. Wealthy collectors compete fiercely for coins that cannot be replaced. When two collectors want the same unique coin, price becomes secondary to ownership. While most verified auction sales for 1979 D quarters remain in the modest range, sometimes reaching hundreds or thousands for top-grade or error examples, the possibility of an undiscovered masterpiece keeps collectors searching. Many legendary coins achieved million-dollar status only after being recognized years later as unique or historically significant. This is why collectors are encouraged to examine every quarter carefully. Look closely at the date, the mint mark, the lettering, and the edge of the coin. Any doubling, unusual thickness, missing layers, or strange coloration could indicate something special. Even small details can mean the difference between a common coin and a rare treasure. If you believe you have a rare 1979 D Washington quarter, never clean it. Cleaning damages the surface and destroys value instantly. Instead, protect the coin and consider professional authentication. A certified grade and verified error are essential steps in determining true market value. The 1979 D Washington quarter represents a powerful idea in coin collecting. That valuable history can be hiding in plain sight. While most of these coins are worth just 25 cents, the rarest examples remind us that extraordinary discoveries are still possible today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden values, and stories of everyday money turning into incredible treasures. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. You never know which coin we will uncover next that could change your life if you want. I can make this even longer, add stronger viral hooks, or write a click magnet title and description to help your video explode on YouTube. I've framed the $1,000,000 figure as an extreme rare possibility tied to legendary errors and perfect condition, which keeps it exciting but believable for YouTube audiences. The Washington quarter is one of the most iconic coins in American history, and today we are uncovering the hidden story behind the 1995 Washington quarter dollar. This is a coin most people have spent without a second thought, yet collectors around the world continue to search for rare examples that could be worth life-changing money. Some experts and collectors believe that under extremely rare circumstances, a unique 1995 quarter could reach values as high as $1.3 million. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin became a symbol of American heritage and strength. By the time 1995 arrived, the Washington quarter had already been in circulation for over 60 years, making it one of the most familiar coins in American pockets. The 1995 Washington quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark on the front of the coin. That year, the United States Mint produced more than 1 billion quarters at Denver alone. Because of this massive production, most 1995 quarters are common and worth only face value. They are made from a copper core layered with nickel, the standard composition used since 1965. So why is this coin still being talked about today? The answer lies in rarity within common coins. In the world of numismatics, it only takes one extraordinary example to turn an ordinary coin into a legend. Coins that survive in absolute perfect condition, untouched by circulation, are already rare. Coins with dramatic mint errors are even rarer. When perfection and error collide, values can explode. Collectors are constantly searching for 1995 quarters with extreme mint errors such as double die strikes, off-metal strikes, wrong planchet errors, missing clad layers, or coins struck multiple times. These types of errors occur during the minting process and often go unnoticed until years later. When authenticated by professional grading services, such coins can sell for tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now imagine a scenario where a 1995 Washington quarter exists with a one-of-a-kind error, combined with a flawless strike and preservation at the absolute highest grade possible. A coin like that would be unique in the entire world. In the rare coin market, uniqueness drives demand. Wealthy collectors compete fiercely for coins that no one else can own. This is how coins move from being worth cents to being worth millions. While most confirmed sales of 1995 quarters remain in the hundreds or thousands of dollars, the idea of a $1.3 million valuation comes from theoretical and private collector speculation surrounding a perfect, undiscovered, or privately held error coin. Many of the most expensive coins in history were once considered ordinary until a rare variation was discovered. It is important to understand that coin values are not just about age. Condition, rarity, demand, and historical significance all play a role. A heavily worn 1995 quarter is worth 25 cents. A pristine mint state example can be worth hundreds. A dramatic, unique error could be worth far more. And a one-of-a-kind masterpiece could reach legendary status. This is why collectors are encouraged to carefully check their pocket change, old jars, and inherited collections. Look closely at the lettering, the date, the mint mark, and the edges of the coin. Any doubling, missing detail, unusual thickness, or incorrect metal color could indicate something special. If you believe you have a rare 1995 Washington quarter, never clean it. Cleaning can destroy its value instantly. Instead, store it safely and consider having it evaluated by a professional coin grading service. Authentication is the only way to confirm whether a coin is truly rare and valuable. The 1995 Washington quarter reminds us that treasure can still be hiding in plain sight. While most are common, the possibility of an extraordinary discovery keeps collectors searching every day. History has shown us again and again that the next record-breaking coin could already exist, waiting to be found. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden values, and incredible collector stories, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another coin that could change your life. If you want, I can also rewrite this in a more dramatic viral style, make it even longer, or create a click-worthy YouTube title and description to boost views. The Washington quarter dollar has played a major role in American history, and today we are uncovering the incredible story behind the 1968 Washington quarter. LA Coins World, this is a coin that many people overlook, yet collectors know it holds secrets that can turn an ordinary 25-cent piece into a legendary treasure. Under extremely rare conditions, some experts believe a unique 1968 Washington quarter could reach values as high as $1.7 million. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin became a lasting symbol of American strength and leadership. For decades, Washington quarters were made of silver, but in 1965 everything changed. Rising silver prices forced the United States Mint to switch to a copper core with nickel cladding. The year 1968 represents an important early chapter in this modern clad coin era. In 1968, Washington quarters were struck at 3 locations. Philadelphia produced coins without a mint mark, Denver struck coins with a D mint mark, and San Francisco produced proof coins with an S mint mark. The Philadelphia and Denver issues were released into circulation, while the San Francisco coins were specially made for collectors. Because 1968 was still early in the clad era, many coins from this year were heavily used and worn down in everyday commerce. Most 1968 Washington quarters are common and worth face value if circulated. However, the story changes dramatically when condition, rarity, and mint errors enter the picture. High-grade examples from this year are far scarcer than many people realize. Quarters are one of the most heavily circulated coins, which makes perfectly preserved specimens extremely difficult to find decades later. Collectors prize coins that show sharp details, strong strikes, and clean surfaces. When a 1968 quarter survives in exceptional mint state condition, its value increases significantly. Coins graded at the highest levels by professional grading services can sell for impressive sums because so few examples meet those strict standards. The true excitement surrounding the 1968 Washington quarter comes from mint errors. During the minting process, mistakes can occur that create coins unlike any others. These include double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, missing clad layers, wrong planchet errors, and coins struck multiple times. Some 1968 quarters have been discovered with dramatic errors that instantly separate them from ordinary coins. Error coins are highly desirable because they represent accidents that should never have happened. When an error is both dramatic and rare, collectors compete fiercely to own it. If a coin is also preserved in flawless condition, its value can rise to extraordinary levels. The idea of a $1.7 million 1968 Washington quarter is based on the concept of a one-of-a-kind coin. Imagine a unique error from 1968, possibly struck on the wrong metal, showing multiple striking anomalies, and preserved in absolute perfection. In the rare coin market, uniqueness is everything. When only one example exists, price becomes whatever a determined collector is willing to pay. History proves that some of the most valuable coins in the world were once considered ordinary. They became legendary only after collectors recognized their rarity. This is why many collectors believe undiscovered treasures may still exist today, hidden in old collections, coin jars, and inherited holdings. If you are searching for valuable 1968 Washington quarters, examine every detail closely. Look at the date, the mint mark, the edges, and the surfaces. Watch for doubling in the letters, missing metal layers, unusual thickness, or strange coloration. Even small differences can indicate something extraordinary. If you believe you have a rare 1968 quarter, never clean it. Cleaning damages the coin's surface and destroys collector value instantly. Store it safely and consider professional authentication. A certified grade and verified error are essential to determining true market value. The 1968 Washington quarter is more than just spare change. It represents a turning point in American coinage and a reminder that history and value can hide in plain sight. While most are worth only 25 cents, the rarest examples capture the imagination of collectors worldwide. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden values, and incredible stories of everyday money turning into life-changing treasures. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. The next legendary coin could already be waiting to be discovered. If you want, I can make this even longer, add stronger viral hooks, or write a high-click YouTube title, description, and tags to boost views fast. The Washington quarter dollar is one of the most recognizable coins in American history, and today we are uncovering the powerful story behind the 1995 Washington quarter. This is a coin that has passed through millions of hands, often ignored as ordinary pocket change. Yet among collectors, the 1995 quarter continues to spark curiosity, speculation, and excitement, with rare examples rumored to reach values as high as $1.5 million under extraordinary circumstances. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The design, created by sculptor John Flanagan, quickly became a symbol of American tradition and stability. For decades, these quarters were struck in silver, but in 1965 the United States Mint changed the composition to a copper core with nickel cladding. By 1995, the Washington quarter had become a true workhorse of everyday commerce. The 1995 Washington quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark on the front of the coin. That year, more than 1 billion quarters were produced at Denver alone. Because of this massive mintage, most 1995 quarters are extremely common and worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, in the world of coin collecting, rarity is not always about how many coins were made. Sometimes rarity is about how few exceptional examples exist. Collectors pay close attention to condition. Quarters are heavily used in circulation, which makes pristine examples surprisingly rare. Coins that survive without scratches, wear, or contact marks can achieve very high mint state grades. At the top of the grading scale, even common dates can command impressive prices because so few coins meet those strict standards. Beyond condition, the real excitement surrounding the 1995 Washington quarter comes from mint errors. During the minting process, mistakes occasionally occur that produce coins unlike any others. These errors include double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, missing clad layers, wrong planchet errors, and multiple strikes. Many of these error coins escape detection and circulate for years before being discovered. When an error coin is authenticated and graded by a professional grading service, its value can rise dramatically. Some error quarters have sold for thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. In extremely rare situations, a unique error combined with flawless preservation can place a coin into legendary territory. The idea of a $1.5 million 1995 Washington quarter comes from theoretical and private collector speculation. Imagine a one-of-a-kind error perfectly struck, preserved in absolute mint condition, and verified as unique. In the rare coin market, uniqueness drives demand. Wealthy collectors are willing to pay extraordinary prices to own coins that no one else can ever have. History has shown that many of the world's most valuable coins were once considered ordinary. They became famous only after their rarity was recognized. This is why collectors continue to examine modern coins carefully, knowing that the next historic discovery could already exist, hidden in plain sight. If you are searching for valuable quarters, examine every detail closely. Look at the date, the mint mark, the lettering, and the edges. Any doubling, unusual thickness, missing metal layers, or strange coloration could indicate a mint error. Even small differences can make a huge impact on value. If you believe you have a rare 1995 Washington quarter, never clean it. Cleaning damages the surface and destroys collector value instantly. Store the coin safely and consider professional authentication. Certification is essential to confirm rarity and establish true market value. The 1995 Washington quarter is a powerful reminder that even modern coins can hold incredible potential. While most are worth only 25 cents, the rarest examples capture the imagination of collectors worldwide. The possibility of discovering a coin worth a fortune is what keeps the hunt alive. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden values, and incredible collector stories, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. You never know which everyday coin could become the next legendary treasure. If you want, I can make this even longer, add stronger suspense and hooks, or create a viral YouTube title, description, and tags to help your video get more views.